Our special guest this morning, one of Britain's brightest pop hopes, is Paloma Faith.
May I see your earlobe?
Pull away. Can I pull yours?
Yeah.
Oh! I'm loving it already now. A one-time magician's assistant, Paloma's distinctive voice and unique style have given old cynics like me hope that British pop can survive the brain-dead blandness spawned like shows like The X Factor. How's that for an introduction?
That's wonderful, thanks.
Did you always want to be in pop?
No, I came to it kind of by chance. I originally was in a covers band, like 40s and 50s music one.
OK.
And we did loads of weddings and stuff. And we had such a good time. A lot of people from the record industry used to come to parties where we played and just said, why don't you write your own songs? You're so great at it. So that's how it started.
Are you receiving Jeremy Vile on your transmitter at the moment? Is that Freesat?
I'm channeling.
Now, Paloma's debut album, that was her gag, by the way. Do you want the
stole it.
Do you want the truth or something beautiful? Has so far given us 2 top 20 singles, Stone Cold Sober and this, New York. I love it.
Thank you.
And I love your look. I mean, you're clearly, you know, idiosyncratic, eccentric, I don't know, but when did you start dressing sort of your way?
I kind of sort of always tried to fit in growing up and it never worked. And then I gave up and now I'm just doing as I please.
It's a fantastic look. Stephen,
you do look fabulous and you look kind of, you know, kind of way out there. Can you give me any tips? Because I feel a bit kind of old manish sitting here next to you. Is this not working?
Go for that.
Go for that? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
The funny thing is, it does suit you.
I love the way that Stephen hesitated there because he didn't actually know which part of his body to put it on. Kind of looked at it and he thought, where does this go? Where does this go? But, I mean, it's not just singing, is it? I mean, you've been in the movie St Trinians. I mean, I remember it first time round. What was that like?
It was what it said on the tin, just a bit of a laugh.
That's good. You don't
I always found it kind of odd when critics kind of said, oh, very disappointing, you know. And it's like, did anyone expect it to be intellectually stimulating?
That's what it was first time around. It was a laugh.
What about
it was a children's film.
The more recent one, The Imaginarium of Dr.
Parnassus, yeah.
And that was opposite Heath Ledger.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm a big fan of Terry Gilliam.
Yeah.
So I was humbled to do that. And Tom Waits, of course.
Oh, amazing talent. And Heath Ledger, of course, the last film. Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, I was working with him for a couple of weeks. So not enough to kind of...
Would you, is movies something you'd like... I mean, I really can imagine you doing more than pop singing for the rest of your life. Is films...
I hope
so. What is the thing you'd most like to do?
Well, I consider myself an all-round performer, so I'll do a bit of it
Bit of everything.
Yeah.
And you were in Australia as well, weren't you?
Yep, and had a pretty sickening experience as well.
Really?
Yeah, I had an encounter with a guy called Kyle, who's a radio presenter.
I thought you were talking about somebody else then for a minute. OK. You had a...
This is my show!
No, so what happened? What happened with Kyle?
He
Are they all
asked
evil?
me, for comedy value, to impersonate an Indian accent.
For any reason?
No, that was the first question.
What? Can you do an Indian accent?
And I said, why? And he said, because it's funny. And
was this the same guy you met, Stephen?
Oh, I told you about that, didn't I? Did I tell you about my... No, it's not the same guy I met. I did a breakfast interview. Did I tell you about this?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I did a live breakfast interview in Australia, and the guy said to me, the first thing he said, trying to be funny, he went, Steve, you come to Australia quite a bit. You must get recognised a lot. Tell me, what about at night?
Oh! Yes. No!
Is it true he's going to get a job in the early hours of radio too? Is that right?
Oh, God.
And the thing was, I just kind of, you know, live radio, so I just gave the really large, long, awkward pause, and it was like... And I went, really? Do you want me to really answer that question?
Yeah.
Because I don't know about you, but at night time, when I walk down the street, I never go, bang! What was that?
How extraordinary.
But,
if we're gonna be able
I
to-
did speak to some of the members of the public who were anti all this, so let's
Good.
not like.
Yeah, let's not... Yeah, no,
Sort of
I do actually.
assume that
I
the
love
whole-
Australia.
OK, that's enough plugs.
You know.
I'd love Australia too for a pair of free first-class tickets there. Anyway, in the meantime, what about today's show? Well, coming up next, we're going to get the panel's reaction to this misspelled letter of condolence that Gordon Brown sent to a dead soldier's mum. After that, Paloma and the rest of today's headlines. Our first phone-in, is it a crime when mums lose it? I want to know what you make of this stressed-out mother who was secretly followed by police after threatening to smack her 2 kids aged 11 and 4 in a supermarket. The woman admits smacking her kids up to 3 times a year, which is perfectly legal, unless you leave a mark. So why did the police get involved? Her name is now on file. It's going to stay there for the next 14 years. Have the authorities overreacted, or is this what's needed if we're to avoid any more tragedies like Baby P?